ready to start? Okay? 10 minutes, no more.
Good afternoon, professors. We're going to talk about the use of derivatives, effects, and cost of capitals, evidence of Brazilian enterprise.
Introduction. Large corporations have been using derivatives instruments, a tool to protect its risks with 47 non-financial. Bovespa listed Brazilian company 2004 and 2010. Was used to identities that use of derivatives. It's a risk management policy to reduce the company cost. In contrast to other countries, reserve rate is this Brazilian. There is a positive relationship. The problem have the 3 points importance. The first point is the responsibility of the company, and the second point is the objective, and finally is the risk of capital.
I'm going to talk about expression fact. When a company uses a financial instruments for hedging purpose, it doesn't need much invested to guarantee its credit. This excess capital, called risk capital, and is the capital needed to guarantee the desired returns without exposures initial risks. This is equation for calculate total capitals, and this is extends equation for the TAC. Because have 3 variables: one equity, depth, and edge. Finally, this is equation to calculate capital free up. The Hertie argues that the proposed model called undervalue the new cost. Companies management teams call take wrong decisions and breaking the following macros law one price. Methodology. Data will collect from Economatica and Bloomberg. The criteria used to select the samples is only company with total asset of over 10 million and daily trading volume over 300,000 and at least one share class. And finally, the samples were reduced to 47 companies, but only one company from the Brazilian Airlines asked the information needed to calculate the TAC. This is equations below is indicate considering the control variables. The analysis of the coefficients beta E enable us to check the possible influence of the control variables on company cost of capitals. Results. In these charts, can see descriptions and methodology for calculating variables. This is control variables we use, like leverage, size, profiles, risk. This is some descriptions. For example, use derivatives. The samples will separate 2 groups of company using derivative financial instruments and don't. The first columns expect the sign. This is expect the signs. For confidence intervals of 95% and 99%, can see output of the first test to verify influence the edge of WAC. It was observed that the profile average majority and average risk were statistical insignificance at level of 5% and were thus removed from the models.
Conclusion. The main objective of this piece was influence of the use of currency derivative companies of cost of capital. Based on data collected from non-financial publicly traded Brazilian company. The hypothesis was that the edge reduce the cost of capital of these companies. The initial test result rejected the hypothesis due to the positive sign of the dummy variable coefficient. Although they were not completely contrary to our expectation, because as became apparent after the event that took place during the 2008 financial crisis. Companies were not using derivatives purely for protection. The second hypothesis, that the attitude of the management team of large corporations has changed after the crisis. It was inserted a second dummy variable to separate the data before and after 2008. And what a result was found a negative relationship between this variable and the variable explained, namely that the regression signal a lower cost of capital of company after 2008. A possible explanation could be that the companies adopted great caution in their hedged operation while finding under greater scrutiny of regulation and ever investors. Furthermore, in the analysis via the TAG model, it was possible to verify that the correct use of hedging instrument genuinely does free up capital for the company. This free up of equity leads to a reduction in the company cost of capital. Since the free up capital the highest cost of the capital structure. We can note in the chart 5 the output of the first step to verify influence of the edge on WAC. In the chart 6, we can note the output of second test for verifying influence of edge on WAC. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. Go out